If you're trying to improve your English just by listening to real stories, you're in the right place. Every day on this channel, you get one long, natural English story that helps you learn without even trying. No pressure, no grammar lessons, just relaxing and enjoyable listening. So if you want to keep learning English the easy way, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell. New immersive stories come out every single day, written just for learners like you. Now let's begin today's story. He woke up feeling strange. Not in a bad way. Not sick, not tired. Just something was different in his chest. Like a small idea had grown overnight, and was now ready to step out. He sat at the edge of his bed, looked at the floor and felt it clearly. He needed to do something uncomfortable. Something simple, but brave. He decided it would be a challenge. A little game with himself. He didn't want to run a marathon, or give a speech, or start something big. No. He just wanted to break the wall that had been quietly building around him over time. So he made the rule. Today he would say hello to 10 strangers. Just that. Just hello. No long talks. No deep connection. Just eye contact, a voice, a smile maybe. 10 times. It didn't sound too hard. But as he put on his shoes, he already felt his stomach twist. He stepped outside and the air felt fresh, even though it was just an ordinary morning. The sky wasn't too bright. The streets weren't too crowded. He walked slowly toward the bus stop, trying to notice every person that passed. Each one became a possible hello, and each one walked past without it. He realized something strange. He had walked among strangers his whole life, but he had rarely looked them in the eye. Most people just looked down, looked past, or looked through. He did it too. All the time. But today he wanted to change that. The first hello came outside a bakery. An old man stood near the door holding a bag of bread. The man looked up as he passed. Their eyes met. The moment lasted just 1 second, maybe less. But that was all he needed. He gave a small wave and said hello. The man didn't say anything back. Just nodded. But it counted. 1. He walked with a lighter step after that. The fear didn't leave completely, but something new joined it. A kind of quiet excitement. The second one was harder. A woman in a red scarf stood near the newsstand reading headlines. He slowed down, unsure. He passed her once, then circled back. He said hello softly as he walked by. She looked up, surprised, then smiled. 2. After that, it got a little easier. The third one was a delivery guy locking his bike. The fourth, a boy with headphones who probably didn't hear him. The fifth, a shopkeeper watering plants outside his store. Some smiled. Some nodded. One didn't react at all. But he kept going. Each hello felt like a small step outside himself. He wasn't trying to make friends. He wasn't asking for anything. Just breaking the silence that always filled the space between people. By the time he reached number 6, he was sitting on a bench watching the street. A dog walked past with its owner, and he greeted the man. Number 7 came at a coffee stand. Number 8 was a woman reading a book on the steps of a museum. Number 9 was a teenager waiting for the light to change. He noticed something he didn't expect. With each hello, the city began to feel more alive. Not louder, but warmer. Not bigger, but closer. The people weren't just moving shapes anymore. They were part of a living, breathing story. And now he was in it. He wasn't just passing through the day anymore. He was part of it. He still needed one more. That was the hardest one. The 10th stranger was harder not because it was difficult to find someone. The streets were full. But something inside him didn't want the challenge to end. Not because he loved it, but because it had changed something. And letting it end meant going back to normal. Quiet again. Safe again. He stood near a wall painted with bright colors. People walked by every few seconds. But he waited. Waited for the right person. Not someone special. Just someone real. Finally, a man with a small suitcase walked toward him. Their eyes met. And just like that, he said hello. The man stopped for a second, nodded, and said hello back. And that was it. 10. He didn't cheer. Didn't jump. Just breathed in deeply and sat back down on the bench. He had completed his challenge. But he realized the real reward wasn't the number. It was the feeling that something had shifted. He had reached out into the world, and it had reached back. The wall around him hadn't broken all at once, but it had cracked. And that was enough. He sat there as the sun moved slowly across the sky. The traffic kept going. People kept walking. But he was still. Not stuck. Just present. He thought about tomorrow. Would he say hello again? Maybe. Maybe not. But now he knew something he hadn't known before. Sometimes, the smallest act of courage opens the largest door. And now, that door was open. You just listened to a full English story without even needing to study. That's the magic of learning through stories. Your brain understands more than you realize, and it gets better every time. If you enjoyed this story and want to keep improving your English, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and join us tomorrow for another immersive story that helps you learn without stress. Tell us in the comments. How many strangers have you said hello to today? See you in the next story.